Hi, this is Brent with another chart breakdown for trade therapy. It's Monday morning, September 23rd. This morning we're talking about SMCI, super microcomputer. We posted this chart on June 13th, right about this time. There was a lot of very bullish sentiment, a lot of high volume, very popular trading accounts on both X and on StockTwits posting bullish looking charts, talking about higher levels and talking about this being a cause for a move higher. We came out and posted this chart, uh, identifying this as distribution. We initially commented on SMCI when we saw this buying climax here. After it came down and made an automatic reaction in the secondary test, right at about 1,000, we commented in February that it probably has one more push higher. We thought that it might get up into the 1200s. We said that if it gets into the 1200s, it's time to raise stops and or consider flipping over to the short side. And the reason why we did that is because it took us all of about 2 seconds to look at this, which is the all-time weekly chart here for SMCI. Very clearly massive volume shelf here. Here's a parabolic run, very typical of volume to get very high at the top because Wall Street once again is dumping their positions onto retail investors and taking profits. This is simple, easy technical analysis that anybody that has ever studied anything to do with volume should be able to recognize this in about 2 seconds. The fact that they did not, and the fact that there were some very high volume accounts pointing their followers into this chart, that's why you heard some of the comments coming out of trade therapy related to be careful who you follow online. You'd be astonished if you realized how little content you see online is actually analysis. Here's the chart today, back to SMCI. Here's the chart today. It has followed through. Anyone that has studied the institutional business cycle would have been able to recognize that we've got reaccumulation here to a climax run distribution following the completion of a pretty simple five-wave Elliott impulsive structure. We're now going through an A, B, and we'll see where C ends up, possibly down here somewhere. But a very basic, simple to read institutional business cycle. The question is currently today, is SMCI done? Well, we see some bearish divergence here. It remains to be seen whether or not this area right here was redistribution or if this develops into redistribution. So this does show the current structure here does show some interesting structure. This could be a selling climax right here. This could be a secondary test. We'll see if it continues to develop sideways. I think at some point it probably does get down into this reaccumulation level here, possibly around earnings at the end of October. That would coincide with seasonal weakness and the peak point. If you're long and you're trapped in here, this will be short term. That long term outlook for SMCI is great. You're not done with the pain yet, unfortunately. If we were to consider entering into SMCI, we're going to look for it to develop into an accumulation structure here. We'll look for that late dip underneath the entire structure. It may come late, it may come early. This may even be it. We'll just have to see how that accumulation structure builds out. So we'll consider entering probably no sooner than late October.